I was like almost at the end, like where that apartment is, and I saw him just running. I'm like, that's weird. There's like a kid in a diaper, and I'm like, wait a minute, let me see where he's going. And then he cut across the street, and I didn't realize the pond was here until I got around the corner, and he was down in the edge of the water, like in his like, and I like kind of pulled him up out of there. And he was like, hey buddy, let's go this way. He could have just.
So he was like.
Oh yeah, I mean look at his butt. He's sitting down in the water, like right on the edge. Yeah.
Perfect.
He could have like.
No, yeah,
like,
you're 1,000,000% right.
Okay.
That gives me chills.
Franklin County, Ohio. A 4-year-old found in a pond, no parent in sight. And this was not the first time. The same child, the same address, 1 week apart. A caregiver had already been charged after the first incident. Children's Services was due Wednesday.
Hi.
From that pond, that is not the usable pond, and he's going there. Yeah. Yeah.
Where's home? Hi. Do you want a sticker?
You want sticker in the hand?
Look.
So I was on this like walking path going that way. He came all the way from at least like back to the furthest apartment.
Okay, I think it's 5891. 134 to the next unit. Go to
But this
that
pond
address,
is not
please.
safe, you know. See, ma'am, that pond.
He was in it, yeah.
He was in the actually.
The literally, you saw.
Where's mommy? Hey, where's mommy?
Where is mommy?
5891.
Hey, come here. Look.
You were charged for this last week.
Now safe.
Here.
Hey, you want to go there?
Here, you want to see in the cruiser? You want to see in here? Ooh.
Aww.
Do you want to see in there?
Yay!
Thank you. Look at that. That is so cool. You stay there. Hang on. Thank you guys so much. I need your information really quick. Would you mind writing a witness statement?
Yeah, I'll write this. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad I turned around. I was going to just like let it. I'm like, okay, someone's watching, but nobody was around at all.
If you could just write your name. Did you see him in the pond? Okay.
Yeah, he was at the very edge of the pond when I got around the corner. Yeah, and I got him up like
154. I have him secured in my cruiser right now.
KW-114 now, the service has been...
He's got all the lights on, messing with the vents.
So the exact same thing happened before last week?
I don't know about the pond. I've never been on this call, but when this came out, everyone was like, we had this last week.
Really?
So.
He came from like all the way down. I was like almost at the end, like where that apartment is, and I saw him just running. I'm like, that's weird. There's like a kid in a diaper, and I'm like, wait a minute, let me see where he's going. And then he cut across the street, and I didn't realize the pond was here until I got around the corner, and he was down in the edge of the water, like in his like, and I like kind of pulled him up out of there. And he was like, hey buddy, let's go this way. He could have just.
So he was like.
Look at his butt. He was sitting down in the water, like right on the edge. Yeah.
Perfect.
He could have like.
No, you're 1,000,000% right.
Okay.
That gives me chills.
Yeah, same.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Okay,
if we need anything, we'll give you a call.
Okay. Right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks. Hi, buddy. I can't drive. I can't go. He's not secured. Like he's. Yes. He was in the pond. I want to call Wilhelm on this. Hey, I just wanted to make sure you knew exactly what was going on out here. He is in a diaper. He was in the pond, and the caller had to like pull him out of the pond. His diaper is like all pond water. Nobody has come looking for him, and apparently she got charged for this last week. Like, at what point do we not take him home?
We're not. Yeah, I wouldn't figure out who got charged last week. Start with that. Who's watching? Is it the same person that's watching him? It's the same person that's watching him, and this happened again. Make sure we get a witness statement from the witness.
I got a witness statement.
Do your charges, and if it is the same person that keeps being responsible, you get a written witness statement. Just out of curiosity.
Yes.
Yeah. And we should be good for code 3. I'll double check. I don't see why this one you can't. So.
Like code 3, take him to Children's Services, or code 3, mom goes to jail?
Yes to both.
Okay.
Ohio Revised Code, Section 2919.22, subsection A, requires no intent, no injury, only a breach of the duty of care, creating a substantial risk. That threshold was crossed twice in 7 days. Before any arrest, the officer consulted a supervisor. The sergeant's directive was precise. Verify the prior charge, confirm the same caregiver, secure a written witness statement, then proceed. That sequence satisfies Illinois versus Gates. Under the totality of circumstances standard, the combination of a prior charge, a repeat incident, a civilian eyewitness, and physical evidence clears the bar. Ohio Revised Code, Section 2935.03, authorizes warrantless arrest upon reasonable cause that a misdemeanor was committed. Endangering children under the same code qualifies no physical harm required. The father's pre-arrest statements were legally admissible. Miranda versus Arizona attaches only upon custodial interrogation. He was in his own home, speaking voluntarily. No custody, no violation. The doorstep encounter raised no Fourth Amendment issue. Under Payton versus New York, officers need consent or exigent circumstances to enter a home for arrest. The father opened the door himself. Force was proportional. Under Graham versus Connor, reasonableness is judged from the officer's perspective at the moment of decision. Handcuffing a compliant subject in a misdemeanor arrest falls within that standard. Notification of children's services was not discretionary. Ohio Revised Code, Section 2151.421, makes law enforcement officers mandatory reporters parallel to and independent of the arrest.
Yep, we got him. Who's home?
Just
me.
you?
Yeah. What's going on?
Nothing. I've just been cleaning the house and everything else. No, Bubba.
Okay. You know how he got out? You didn't know he was gone. Okay. Your driver's license on you?
Yeah.
What's
For operating without
Here, we come in?
license and display of lights, asking for me.
No, because I'm just in the middle of cleaning because I was at work yesterday. My mom watched them. And
Where's mom at?
she's at work.
Yeah, what time she get off?
8 p.m.
3 p.m.
But me and her are trying to work with each other's schedule because I'm a supervisor. She's an apprentice manager. So we're trying to bounce back and forth with our schedule, and she kind of let the house go a little too far with even cleaning. So I'm trying to get everything clean. I was in the bedroom cleaning there.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. You said mom. Mom of the child or mom to you?
No, mom
to the child. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a padlock on the front door. There's locks everywhere in this house.
Well,
Evidently he got out somehow. Is that unlocked?
only thing I suggest is that lock wasn't closed up front.
Yeah.
It was locked because I just had to open it to answer the door for you guys. We've never had CPS involved. We've never had to go to court for anything like this.
Right.
We're trying everything just to get this figured out in general.
Well, obviously not everything, because he's been out wandering about for probably, 20-25 minutes? I mean, he's swimming in the pond.
Well, I know.
Right?
Yeah, but within that 5 minutes, he was up in that pond chest high too. So I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not trying to argue with you, brother.
No.
I'm just stressed out because I wasn't aware of this.
No matter how long he has been gone, we've been with him, and the caller that found him in the pond, we're going on at least 20-25 minutes before
Right.
we even told you.
And I apologize. I promise you guys I apologize.
I understand that,
They
okay?
usually have a TV on in the
But you're
bedroom.
you're still dad. I understand you're going through some things. You guys are trying to work things out the best you can, okay? But I believe you got charged last time, right? For endangering children, right? That's what you got the court for and everything like that?
We have CPS coming Wednesday to check the house and everything. So I'm trying to make sure everything's straightened up.
Make sure things are straightened up, but you got to keep your eye on your kids, man.
Brother, I'm trying. We've been both on that trying. Within the last 4 years that he's been on this earth. I'm not trying to give myself props. Obviously, this doesn't look good on me.
No, it doesn't.
Within the last 4 years, I'm always with this kid. Mom works a lot. I went through jobs left and right, trying to take care of the
You gotta
kids.
understand, for most people, they never have these 2 times. Ever.
No, I'm aware of that. More of that.
If you want to go talk with Warren, I can hear out in here. If that's okay. Or we can go sit out front. I mean, I know you got the other kids, so as long as we're not walking around in the other bedrooms or anything like that, I know it's your house and everything, but...
This doesn't make it any better. You know, like, we're not bad parents. These kids will always have somebody with them. They always got food, clothes on their back, house on their back.
I'm not saying any of that, man.
But
okay?
It's just like, I just don't want to lose my kids.
Well, we're not taking the kids away from them.
I know you guys aren't.
Okay? We unfortunately still have to do what we have to do on our part.
Of course. Yeah.
And then refer to the proper authorities, and it's up to them and their decision on things.
I know.
Okay? The fact that we're 2 times, same outcome.
Yeah.
Thankfully, both times, nothing occurred other than us finding them, and we're having chats, right? But we need to figure out things. Go ahead and have a seat, man.
It's not here, brother. These chairs are kind of broken, so I'll probably just stand up.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Is your wife or just the mother of the children, or what?
We're situationship, I guess you could say.
Okay.
But she is these boys' mom. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We want to do this as respectful as possible, okay, with everything that's going on. Right now, it sounds like you've had at least one endangering children charge, right?
First one. Yeah.
Okay. A couple days ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So, per our sergeant here, we're going to be placing you under arrest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, listen to me for a second, okay? Just listen, okay? Like I said, I want to do this as respectful as possible. You got children here, okay? We don't want any problems, anything like that. It's as easy as you get on your phone, you call the baby's mother, say, hey, I need you back here, take care of the child, okay? I'm just getting charged with the endangering children. We haven't patted you down or anything like that?
I don't have anything.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Just go ahead and call her. Just let her know that I'm getting charged with it. I mean, you having the charge anyway. You're just going to be seeing the judge quicker, honestly. Okay. But we don't want to do anything in front of the child that we don't need to do.
I know.
Okay. So give her a call real quick. For the time being, we have paperwork. We can do that with you sitting here, hanging tight until mom gets here. Okay.
Children's Services is also going to come out.
Okay. Children's Services. Oh, so he doesn't need to call us?
No, not
right now?
No.
Okay, so we'll call her. We're going to hang tight here, okay? But this officer here is going to be placing you in handcuffs, okay? All right, so go ahead and step on over here for me, okay, bro? Just want to have a seat right there. So we want to make sure the kid's taken care of, and obviously you being here and him seeing you, that's going to help everything. We don't want to just take you out, okay? Because that's just going to be harmful to the child as it is, so... Is there any questions or anything you need as far as what's going on right now? Remember I said, this is nothing that we're trying to hem anybody up on, okay? We have to somehow get to the point where no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're at, especially with, how old is your son there?
He just turned 4.
Just turned 4? Okay. Especially with him only being 4 and the years that you're going to have ahead of you. We need to do whatever we have to do right now. That way the mind switch is starting. Okay, we need you to constantly, no matter what you're doing, always have it in the back of your head. Where is he at? Where's my kids? Is everything secure? Before I go back into the back room, I'm going to check these doors, check these windows again, or bring them back there with, constant. Okay, this is...
Believe me, I know.
So...
Hi. Is he getting arrested? What do I do?
As far as what part?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, what's your question as far as what do you do? Well, I told the other officer you were getting there. You must have came around another way, or did you drive past the cruiser?
I came from the back way.
All right. So first thing we'll get is your other son. He's hanging out with the female officer. Was it? Yeah.
You should go this way, straight. You can't miss the cruiser.
This way?
Yeah, like you're leaving through Kroger.
Yep. And she's there with the other son. If you want to go meet with her, and then we'll answer any other questions or anything like that. We just want to make sure that you're here with the children first before we.
What do I do?
I'll answer that too. Go ahead and get your child there first, and once you get back here, I'll answer all those questions as well. Okay.
This is the pond he was in.
47, Colonel.
His diaper is full of pond water.
All right, I'll answer questions for her, Sigmund, if you want to just... Is there anything? Yep. Grab his phone and wallet.
Zach, I'll figure something out.
I was just going to hang out here, and if there's any questions you have, ma'am, I'll let you take care of that first, obviously.
With him getting arrested, what am I supposed to do?
Okay. So we're going to take him back for processing. Some fingerprints and everything at our police station. It's not. It's just a holding facility. It's not a jail. We're in Grove City. Okay. The charges it's for the endangering children. Okay. This one's through Franklin County. This isn't through Grove City Mayor's Court. So he's going to be taken to the new jail facility there on Fisher Road, the Jack, and get processed in there. Anything else I can do? Okay.
Thank you. You're done with me?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. I'll let you lock this after.
Outcome: charged with endangering children. November 2025, guilty plea to amended disorderly conduct. Endangering children dismissed. $100 fine, 30 days suspended, 1 year probation. Responding officer, A-. Probable cause established. Supervisor consulted. Witness statement secured. Child prioritized throughout. Deduction: prior charge information relayed informally, not formally flagged at first contact. Sergeant A. Legally precise directive. Required verification before authorizing arrest. Textbook supervision of a repeat offense child endangerment call. Father D. Padlocks installed, the risk was known. A criminal charge served, the consequence was clear. The child was in the pond again 7 days later. The statute does not grade on remorse. The duty was not fulfilled. Mother, C+. Not present, not arrested. Conduct on camera was appropriate. However, both parents knew the hazard. No corrective measures are documented between Incident 1 and Incident 2. Key takeaway 1. A prior charge strengthens, not neutralizes, probable cause. Under Illinois versus Gates, repetition signals pattern. Pattern is evidence. Evidence justifies action. Key takeaway 2. Consult the chain of command before arresting. In a child welfare context, it protects the officer, the case, and the department. Key takeaway 3. Miranda timing is precise, not approximate. Pre-arrest, voluntary statements are admissible. Misreading the trigger suppresses evidence that would otherwise hold. Key takeaway 4. De-escalation and enforcement are not in conflict. This incident held a caregiver accountable under law, while shielding 2 children from the trauma of a disorganized arrest. That balance is achievable and expected. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for more police interaction and courtroom content.